Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna do the 20-week and anatomy scan update. I'm gonna give you guys a little pregnancy update. This pregnancy is flying by so fast. I'm sort of like, whoa, I didn't do a pregnancy update, whoops. So I am 21 weeks pregnant right now. And yesterday I had our anatomy scan. So I'm gonna talk a little bit about that and just kind of like how I'm feeling, and I'll show you guys like my bump and how I've been feeling recently. I've been feeling really good, definitely tired. Sometimes at night I do start to feel nauseous again, which is kind of annoying. If you hear like a really loud noise, my washing machine is in my basement and it's making a really loud noise, so I'm sorry. So I've been like, after I eat, I get this like horrid taste in my mouth, which is what I had with like in the first trimester. So I'm like, what the heck? So I think I'm like not getting enough protein in my diet. So I'm having this thing where like I'll eat and feel really good, and then like an hour later I'm like starving because I didn't really eat something that was kind of hearty enough. So I found these, I don't know if they're gonna be good. It hasn't come in yet, which I'm kind of like, ugh. But I found this shake, I guess. I'm not really like a supplemental person. But I found these, it's like a pregnancy shake to help kind of, you know, boost everything, I guess. It's by Baby Booster and it's the prenatal protein formula. I'll put it up here. There we go. I got the vanilla one. They do have a chocolate mocha. I just stay away from chocolates that I haven't tried just because it does sometimes trigger a migraine for me. So I did the vanilla. It's soy-free, gluten-free, no artificial flavors, no artificial sweeteners, no sucrose, aspartame, no artificial colors, and no preservatives. And it also doesn't have caffeine. It's supposed to come in the mail like any day, still hasn't come in, but it kind of had some pretty good ratings. It had some really good like ingredients. This video isn't sponsored by them. I'll link it down below in case you guys are interested. And I'll kind of do like my updated review like in a couple weeks or so, if I like it or not. I just got that because I just haven't really been feeling very good sometimes, especially at night. Like I'll like eat dinner and feel really good, and then like an hour later I'm just like, oh my god, I feel so nauseous. Like last night I went to bed super early because I was really tired, but baby's doing fine. Like I am having some pain sometimes on the top of my belly, but it's nowhere near what I was having with the surrogate birth. I am having severe back pain. If you watched my last update, I have had a bulging disc before, and I think that that's just getting irritated. I do have a massage that I'm gonna have this weekend, so I'm excited for that because hopefully that'll kind of just kind of fix that. It's pretty painful, not every day, but some days it's like really distracting, and Tylenol doesn't always help. So, you know, that's been like kind of yucky, but I have been feeling baby move a lot more, definitely like lower down. He's like kicking and moving around. I'm not really feeling like rolling yet. During our anatomy scan, the tech did say my placenta was anterior, which means at the front of my belly, like I suspected, and that baby was breech and the placenta was like pretty high on my stomach. So that could be why I'm not really feeling a lot of stuff up, like above my belly button or even really at my belly button, and I mainly feel stuff lower than that. I still don't really feel that much. It's still within like the normal range, and when we went for the anatomy scan, like he was moving around like a little monkey. Oh, I have a dentist appointment coming up at the end of this month, and I'm kind of dreading it because I've had a lot of issues with my mouth during this pregnancy, mainly because of gagging. I think I mentioned this in my last one. I had like, it's really hard for me to brush my teeth at night, and I've gotten a lot better. It's gotten better, but if I like brush my teeth for too long, I will gag, and like it's so unfun. So I'm hoping that during the dentist thing. They don't yell at me because like I haven't really been doing well with flossing and like getting everything, and just I'm brushing my teeth. I'm just not being as like thorough at night as I normally am. In the mornings I am, because like I feel better, but even still I have to kind of be careful in the mornings sometimes. So yeah, I'm a little bit like nervous for that because they always yell at you. I don't understand why, but they just do. A couple people have asked me if we're having a baby shower, and we're not. I'm not planning anything. If somebody has a surprise shower, I have no idea about it, obviously. But we're not planning a shower. I've just been kind of getting our own things like you guys saw in that haul, which I'll link up here. Excuse me, the indigestion. I think I'm pretty much good with baby stuff. I do think I kind of want to get a different carrier. I'm looking at the Tula one over here. Because this one's kind of meshy, which looks like it's the summer one, but I don't know, I kind of want like a more girly print. My other one is orange, which I think is weird. I don't know how I picked 2 orange carriers. Like my Ergo is orange, so I think I don't know. I just want like a different color, if that makes any sense. But I picked up a high chair a couple days ago off of Facebook yard sale, and you know, just picking up a couple things here and there. Every time I'm out, I try and pick up diapers, you know, stuff like that. So let's talk about the anatomy scan. If you've never had an anatomy scan before, it's essentially a scan between 18 to 20 weeks, or, you know, it could be it can be like 21 weeks like I was. It shouldn't really be any time before 18 weeks because you want kind of everything to be really developed. But they're essentially checking all of the baby's anatomy. So like its heart, its liver, kidneys, bladder, you know, the gonads, brain, spinal cord, bones, you know, feet and hands, arms. Some of them even check swallowing. You know, they just want to make sure that everything on the baby is developing normally, and then they also check to make sure that it's within the right growth for how many weeks pregnant you are. Obviously your weeks pregnant, like everything's kind of an estimate because you can't really measure the baby, like, because it's in your belly, and you know, it's moving around while the tech's like trying to do all the measuring. So it is like an estimate, but it wants, you know, the tech and your doctor want everything in, you know, the normal range. So we actually went to a different facility this time. It was a little further away from us, but my midwife works there, and we wanted to kind of be in their system in case we had to transfer there from our home birth. And I don't know, I just was kind of like, yeah, like let's go somewhere else. So me and my husband went yesterday, and you know, they brought us right in, and the lady was super sweet, and she just was kind of like, okay, like I'm gonna be taking a lot of measurements, and then I'll kind of go over everything at the end. So unfortunately I don't have like any footage. I wanted to film, I asked if we could film, but they said no. So I don't have any footage from the anatomy scan, but I do have scans of the baby, which I'll show in a minute. You know, she's got the little thing, like the little ultrasound wand, I should say, and she's like rolling all over my belly. Instantly, I saw his profile, and I was just like, oh my God, you know, it's just so sweet. He's just already like so sweet and like so in love, and I was just like, you know, nothing else matters, like after I kind of saw his little profile, right? And immediately we were kind of like, you know, is there 1 or 2 babies? And she was like, well, let me check. And so she kind of like sweeps over a little, and then she's like, yep, there's only 1. So we were like, okay, that's good. Cause this is a 4th pregnancy of mine. And, you know, as you kind of have more pregnancies, you are a little bit more of a higher, I don't want to say risk, but that's the term that they use, like a higher risk of having twins. So 1 little dude in there. And so then she took about like over 100 photos, which I was like, wow, I don't even remember them doing that with Grant or Lincoln or even the surrogate baby. So I was really impressed that they took a lot of photographs of the baby. We got to see his heart and like all the fluttering of his heart, and we got to see him like kicking, and he was squirming around there, and I really started to feel a little bit more of his movements too. I think because she was also like pushing down on the wand trying to get certain images of him. You know, we saw his little head, his little hands, and then at one point she was like, do you want to know if it's a boy or a girl? And we were like, yeah. We didn't preface that we had already done the blood test because I just wanted to kind of see what she saw and just not have any like bias in there, if that makes any sense. But so she kind of sweeped over everything and was like, oh yep, that's a boy. And you know, we were like, okay, that's great. Whenever I do those scans, like I love it. Like, it's so good to see the baby and just know that they're in there, like thinking and moving around, and you know, like they can hear what we're doing outside of the womb, and like, I don't know, it's just so nice to see them. We actually, unfortunately, didn't get any 3D scans. I want to get one, so I'm hoping that I can find a place around here that does it. And then I can film there for you guys, because we've gotten 3D scans with all of our kids. So I really wanted to do that with this baby as well, just to have, because I feel like it's so cool to see how much they do actually look like themselves even in your utero, which I think is a funny concept because of course they're gonna look like themselves. Looking into that so we can have some of the 3D scans or 4D. His heart rate was about at 140, 141, which is pretty normal for my babies. They're usually at that range. And then she was like, okay, like I'll go and get some pictures for you guys. And you know, she's like, everything looks great, and you know, I didn't see anything, but obviously like you'll sort of have to wait for your doctor, but you know, I didn't really see anything of concern. So that to us was just very reassuring, and those techs are like very well taught on like what to look for. So if she didn't see anything right off, I'm pretty confident that everything's perfectly fine with our little guy. And so she actually gave us like a couple of photos, which was fun. And for some reason they kind of printed on here, which usually they're like square, but I don't know. It was a different facility, so maybe they just do it differently. I have no idea. So this is our little dude. Hopefully, there we go. Hopefully you guys can see him. That's his profile and his little leg over there. They always kind of look like funny because, you know, it just shows like legs and bones and stuff. And then we have a little, I think this is a hand. Yeah. This one is the hand. You can kind of see there. And I think she even gave us a foot. Yeah. She even gave us a little foot, which I think you can see. Yeah, look at the little foot. So cute. I love looking at them. She even did give us a picture of the gender. I'm not obviously gonna show that on here, but just so that, you know, people are like, are you sure it's not a girl? Because we've gotten that a couple times, and no, we have proof. It is now a boy. I wish I had gotten some footage of us in there because we were in there for like an hour, but unfortunately we weren't allowed to film. But I'm doing great. There's a couple things where I'm like, ugh, I just don't feel good. Like, I'm trying to eat as healthy as possible. I really need to get my butt in gear and work out a little bit more. I do have an adult dance class that I go to on Fridays, so I'm gonna start punching my butt and going to that because I need to do that. I haven't really like set up anything for the birth. I gotta speak to my midwife and see what she kind of wants me to get, because for one home birth we bought a lot of things, for another home birth we didn't, and the surrogate birth was way different. And then this birth will also hopefully be at home, so I'm not sure if she wants us to get a birthing kit or not. If we do get the kit, I definitely want to bring you guys along for that. because it can be really helpful even if you're having a hospital birth as well. That's it that I wanted to like update you guys on. Not much has really gone on, which is good. Like it's really good. Baby seems really mellow. I don't know if that's his personality or just because the placenta's muffling a lot of stuff, but you know, mellow is good. Like I already have 2 crazy loons, so it'd be nice to have a little mellow guy join the family, but either way, we're gonna be in love. I almost forgot, I need to show you guys my little bump, so bear with me here for a minute.